What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends. And I woke up this morning just kind of with this dreadful feeling of how my day was going to go today. And it's mainly due to this Underpriest Brogni fusion we have currently going on in the game. So Plarium, if you're watching this, I want to send you a message. I know I'm probably like 99 out of 100 content creators you would ever have time to watch a video for, but please don't ever do a fusion like this ever again. You know, the hybrid was an interesting thing to do with the fragment champions into the more traditional legendary fusion, but let's be honest, this has been a grind, this has been a job. I don't really think anybody likes this. If you do like this version of the fusion, I'm happy for you. I hope you're having fun with it, but most people I've talked to are not happy with this format. And me personally, even on my main account where I do spend a little bit of money, this has been a grind and a half, and it's like I feel like I have to be playing this game every single day to be able to get this finished. So we have about 5 days left in the fusion, and I've managed to get just card the sigiled finished. I actually did get very lucky, and I pulled Mordecai from an ancient shard, kind of randomly pulled him, and was able to get him done. So I have 2 guys left I have to do. I have Finchy and then Skimfos. Then we have 95 fragments to being able to get the Mordecai through the fragment events, which I kind of want to do because I do want a second copy of this guy. He seems like a really good spider champion. And right now I'm using Ultimate Galek as my HP burn since he's the only good HP burn champion I have on my main account. So that's kind of where I am with that there. So I'm getting there, but the last 2 days have kind of really just worn me out on this fusion. And the reason being is they dropped the last couple of events here to where you can get the remaining shards. And let's just take a look at these. We had Summon Rush, which I luckily had enough shards left over, and I got a Sacred Shard from the clan boss that allowed me to finish it all the way out to 3,000. I'm not going any further than that. I'm not going to sit there and pull any more shards. It'd be great to get the rest of these rewards. I did think about pulling, you know, I've got 7,000 mystery shards, but I just don't have the mental right now to do that and spend any more time playing this game, because it seems like every single minute I have to be on here doing these events. So we've got artifact enhancement, 2 days left on that. So I've got to start grinding some silver to be able to get to 3,300 points on that. And again, we have 2 days there. We have Dungeon Divers, which we thankfully do have a couple of days on this. But again, look how far down you have to go to get the final fragments for Finchy. 3625. So that's kind of in line because there is a spider tournament and there is a champion training tournament at the same time. So obviously you're going to be getting artifacts by doing those. But here's the thing. So we have a day left, just a little over a day left on the spider tournament, which I did this all day yesterday and only managed to get up to about 1358. Farming Spider 20. I still have almost 700 points to go to get these last 15. So we're going to be basically spending all day today grinding Spider and hopefully getting some drops there. But then we also have champion training, which just started, and kind of the same thing. We're at 1300 and we've got to go all the way up to 4200 to be able to get Finchy, to get his last 20 fragments. Some of you guys out here are actually already hitting this up pretty hard. It's pretty crazy, but you've got all this stuff going on at the same time, and it's just like, if you want to do this, like, you either dropping a bunch of brews on champions, you're farming a lot of 12-3, 12-6, you've got to be running a bunch of spider dungeon. You know, the ice golem dungeon was a bad enough grind as it was. You know, at least spider drops you some pretty good artifacts. You can get a ton of silver doing that. Then you got to spend all your silver doing artifact upgrades. And I mean, I've only got 490 energy left. I don't think I have any energy packs remaining. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did buy like one of those big packs that gives you like 4,000 energy. I've already blown through all that just from what we've gone through here. I've got all these arena refills from the mini mix packs that I get every so often. But I mean, I don't really, if you come in the shop here, let's see what we got. What would you would have to spend some money. You would have to buy this right here to get a little bit more energy. You know, I guess the mini mix packs got a little bit, they have some energy refills as well, but I don't feel like blowing all my gems to recharge my energy. This is not enough energy in the next 2 days, plus natural energy refilling, plus what we get from daily quests, to be able to really finish any of this stuff. So if I want to finish this fusion, I'm probably going to have to spend some more money. And I honestly just don't know if I'm willing to do that at this point anymore with this game. This fusion with this game has been an absolute job the last week or so that it's been live. And it's like today is Sunday, it's really nice out. It's like the first nice day we've had on the weekend in a long time. And I don't want to sit here and play Raid for 3 or 4 hours. I actually want to go outside, take my camera out, maybe take some pictures, just enjoy a nice day. But if I want to get this fusion done, I'm going to have to sit here and grind the spider and grind 12-3 and blow gems on energy. And to top it all off, we found out yesterday that basically this guy's passive isn't working properly. It's not applying the heal and the damage reflection when the shield is broken by an attack, which I guess it's supposed to. So haven't heard anything. I've been checking the Discord on this under the bug reports. They haven't really responded to this yet on whether or not it's working as intended, which is what I half expect them to say, or if it's going to be fixed. So if it's not going to be fixed, it kind of makes this guy not as great as everyone thought he was going to be. He's still a good champion, but a lot of people were very excited about him due to this ability. And, you know, it's been talked about yesterday basically that it's a very difficult fix in the coding for them to do. And we're not sure if Plarium's actually going to spend the time or the money to actually do that. So that's something to bear in mind. But I got to be honest here. I'm finding it really hard to just stay motivated to keep doing this fusion. And I really, really hope they don't do something like this again, because I know a lot of the community is turned off by this. A lot of people in my clan are turned off by this. They did clan versus clan at the same time. You know, that's a whole different story. There's been a lot of stuff on clan versus clan where people have been complaining about how many points the books are worth, how that favors the whale clans. You know, the people that have stored up books or the people that want to sit there and farm uncommons and just feed them into uncommons. And it's funny because Plarium kind of responded on that and said, we really, you know, we hear your feedback on the books being a problem, but we don't have enough analytics on it yet to make a decision. And to me, that was kind of like, okay, well, you sold book packs the very first day Clan vs. Clan was live, so your analytics are fine. You just know that you're going to make a bunch of money selling book packs, so you're not going to change it. So these last couple of weeks have been a little difficult for this game. And I think it's just kind of rubbing me the wrong way a little bit, because it feels like, at least right after Doom Tower came out, it was like Plarium was in an area where they basically had, you know, tried to make it, try to cover up the fact that they just want your money. They were trying to actually act like they cared about the game and cared about fixing things. But the last month or so, it's kind of back to the same old, you know, give us money. Here's all these events and give us money. And like if you're a low spender, free to play, and you're trying to get this fusion done, I honestly don't see how you're able to do it. Like I do see some people, like some of the more hardcore free to play people on YouTube, mostly content creators, who've saved up like 3,000 or 4,000 gems on their free to play account, who are just using energy refills, buying XP boosts, you know, doing that kind of stuff. But I don't really see how anyone who's like a straight up traditional free to play or someone that doesn't spend a lot of money on this game is able to actually complete this fusion. So if you're one of those people that's able to do it, please let me know down below how you're enjoying this and how you're liking this so far. But myself personally and a lot of other people I've talked to really are just not having a good time with this fusion. It's made the game feel like an absolute job the last week or so. And the game is already kind of getting to that point anyways with all the stuff you have to do now. You know, like my clan boss runs, my 3 keys I do on Ultra Nightmare every day is a minimum of 45 minutes. Obviously, I'll start the key and go do other stuff, but all that on top of the Nightmare key, the 4 keys every day, it's at least an hour just on clan boss. And then if you want to go into Doom Tower, you got to do your 10 floors, do your boss fight. If you want to spend your 15 silver keys, you know, that's another hour or a little bit less than that maybe. But everything in this game is getting so time consuming. If you try to run all that stuff, you try to do your faction wars, you know, you're trying to get your auto battles in every day. And then on top of that, top all your daily quests and your advanced quests, now you've got this fusion. And I know the fusions are optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I get it. But, you know, everybody would like to pick up a decent champion. And it just feels like they sort of are doing it in a way now where if you really, really definitely want to guarantee that you're going to get the champion, you almost have to spend the money at some point in the game to be able to get that. you know, whether it's energy, whether it's buying shard packs to try to be able to do the summon rush events, you know, things like that. I just think it's getting to a point where it's just getting very annoying to me, and the game is feeling too much like work, so it's not enjoyable at this point. So I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to continue on with this fusion. I'm so close to getting it, you know, I need to get these last couple events done, but I just don't feel like sitting here grinding the game all day, especially on the weekend. You know, I got other stuff I want to go out and do, and, you know, I don't want to sit here and have to grind Spider all day, you know. And I know some people say just go get an auto clicker, and yeah, I get it, but I'm kind of old fashioned. I don't really buy into any of that third party program stuff. I don't like putting that stuff in my computer. I don't like, you know, giving access to any of that stuff that, like, people are using the new Mercy System tool and you got to give them your game account info. Like, I'm just very, very old school, and maybe just call me an old person, but I'm not someone who likes to get involved with all that stuff. I just like to play the game and enjoy the game. But unfortunately right now, it's getting kind of difficult to do that. I hope that after this fusion is done, we get a break. Please, Plarium, do not do a fusion in May, especially if there's going to be another clan versus clan in 2 weeks. Do not do another fusion in May, or if you do it, make it more traditional. Even when you're doing the fragment fusions that they've started doing, that doesn't even feel as oppressive as this. Those feel like they're obtainable because you're only going after fragments for one champion. Now in these events, you're going after fragments for 2 or 3 champions at the same time, and the requirements just are a little bit much, in my opinion. So again, this is just my thoughts on this. I don't know how other content creators feel about it, but this is kind of where I am with this right now, and I'm not quite sure, you know, how much longer I actually want to continue playing this type of fusion event. So I don't know, guys. I'm just getting kind of tired of Raid, honestly. It's burning me out a little bit this last week or so, but we'll stick with it. We'll see what happens, and, you know, I'll just continue to try to, you know, put out some decent content for the game. But anyways, guys, let me know down below how you are liking this fusion. I do know there's a couple people that have really enjoyed this fusion so far, which I find interesting, so let me know why that is if you're one of those people. Otherwise, let me know how you feel about this so I can get your feedback and give it to Plarium. But again, I just hope they never do anything like this again, or if they do, I hope they space the events out a little bit more, give us a little bit more time to get these fragments so we don't feel like we have to be grinding 4 or 5 events at one time and spending all this energy on stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So anyways, guys, thank you as always for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again next time.